Lucy and Max were bored. They had nothing to do on a rainy Saturday afternoon. They decided to explore their attic, hoping to find something interesting. They rummaged through old boxes, dusty books, and broken toys. They were about to give up when they saw a wooden ladder in the corner. "Where does that go?" Lucy asked. "Let's find out," Max said. They climbed up the ladder and pushed open a trapdoor. They were surprised to see a small treehouse on top of their roof. It was made of wood and had a window and a door. Inside, there was a cozy couch, a bookshelf, and a map on the wall. "Wow, this is amazing!" Lucy exclaimed. "Who built this?" Max wondered. They entered the treehouse and looked around. They saw a book on the couch with a title that said, "The Magic Treehouse, a Guide to Time Travel." They opened the book and read the first page. "Welcome to the Magic Treehouse, traveler. This is your portal to different times and places in history. To use it, just pick a book from the shelf and point to the picture you want to visit. Then say, 'I wish we could go there.' The treehouse will take you there in a flash. But be careful, some adventures can be dangerous. Always return before sunset, or you might get stuck in the past. Have fun and good luck." Lucy and Max looked at each other with excitement. "This is awesome." Max said, "Let's try it." Lucy said. They went to the bookshelf and saw many books with different titles. They saw books about dinosaurs, pirates, ancient Egypt, medieval castles, and more. They picked one that said The Wild West, Cowboys and Indians. They opened the book and saw a picture of a cowboy riding a horse in a desert. They pointed to the picture and said, "I wish we could go there." Suddenly, the treehouse started to shake and spin. The window turned into a screen that showed images of different times and places. They saw pyramids, knights, spaceships, and more. They felt dizzy and held on to each other. Then, the treehouse stopped spinning and became still. The window showed a bright blue sky with fluffy clouds. They heard a sound of hooves and guns. They opened the door and stepped out of the treehouse. They were amazed to see that they were in the Wild West. They saw cacti, tumbleweeds, and mountains in the distance. They also saw a town with wooden buildings, saloons, and shops. They saw people wearing cowboy hats, boots, and bandanas. They also saw horses, wagons, and guns. They realized that they had traveled back in time. They decided to explore the town and have some fun. They put on some cowboy clothes that they found in the treehouse and walked down the street. They felt like they were in a movie. They went to a saloon and ordered some sarsaparilla. They played cards with some friendly cowboys. They watched a show with dancing girls and music. They had a blast, but then they heard a loud noise outside. They ran out of the saloon and saw a group of bandits riding into town. They had masks on their faces and guns in their hands. They were robbing the bank. The townspeople panicked and ran for cover. The sheriff tried to stop them, but he was outnumbered and outgunned. Lucy and Max wanted to help, but they didn't know what to do. They remembered the book that they had brought with them from the treehouse. They opened it and looked for some tips. They read, "The Wild West was a dangerous place where lawlessness was common. Bandits often raided towns and stole money, gold, or cattle. To stop them, you need courage, skill, and luck. Here are some things you can do. Find a horse and ride after them. Use your lasso to catch them. Shoot their tires or wheels. Throw dynamite at them. Call for backup from other cowboys or Indians." Lucy and Max decided to try some of these ideas. They found 2 horses outside the saloon and jumped on them. They grabbed some lassos, guns, and dynamite from the treehouse. They followed the bandits who were escaping with bags of money. They caught up with them on the road. They threw their lassos at them and managed to pull some of them off their horses. They shot their tires or wheels and made some of their wagons crash or stop. They threw dynamite at them and caused some explosions. The bandits were surprised by their attack. They didn't expect 2 kids to be so brave and clever. They tried to fight back, but they were losing. They decided to surrender and drop their loot. Lucy and Max cheered and high-fived each other. They had stopped the bandits. They returned to the town with the money and the bandits. The townspeople cheered and thanked them. The sheriff praised them and gave them badges. They were heroes. They felt proud and happy. They decided to go back to the treehouse and return to their own time. They said goodbye to their new friends and thanked them for their hospitality. They climbed up the ladder and entered the treehouse. They opened the book and pointed to the picture of their home. They said, "I wish we could go there." the treehouse started to shake and spin again. The window showed images of different times and places again. They felt dizzy and held on to each other again. Then, the treehouse stopped spinning and became still. The window showed a rainy sky with dark clouds. They heard a sound of thunder and rain. They opened the door and stepped out of the treehouse. They were back in their attic. They looked at their watches and saw that only an hour had passed. They couldn't believe it. They had traveled back in time and had an amazing adventure. They decided to keep the Magic Treehouse a secret. They agreed to use it again whenever they were bored. They wondered where they would go next. The end.